lay in bed alone at night, thinking out loud in the moonlight. I love you so, my baby. I hate that you're not with me. I miss you, Sophie. When you were gone, my heart's in two. Your mommy and I both need you. When I hold you, that's always home. I pray that you never feel this alone. I miss you, Sophie. Every time I give you back to her, a little piece of me melts away. I look forward to the future with the past that is here to stay. You're all I've got, you're everything. You are the reason that I sing. I'll always be here in this song. My love for you goes on and on. I miss you, Sophie. I lay in bed alone at night, thinking out loud in the moonlight. I love you so, my baby. I hate that you're not with me. I miss you, Sophie. TK365 episode 364 is one of my favorite tunes that I've ever done from a very painful time, I suppose. This is Song for Sophia number 3. So those of you that don't know this story, because there's some folks that we've only met the past few years, but my wife and I split up when Sophie was barely a year old, and then we were apart for a few years and then got back together, and everything's great. But there was a period of time where I was writing songs that was kind of like, the separation of the whole thing, and this was one of them. Those of you that have the Don't Give Up on Love record, I say record like it's actually a vinyl thing or whatever, but maybe hey, thanks, Chris. I'll show you him in a second. This if you happen to have this CD, which is the last one that I don't have sold, the track listing in the back doesn't show this song because it's track number 11, and I always thought it was really cool to have hidden tracks in the albums. I've always thought that was cool, so I did that with that song at the very end. When we recorded it with Sean Clark and Taven Markov, the recording is that you hear on the CD is the only time I ever recorded it, other than this time. And I didn't want to change it because it was the emotions of it all. I basically recorded it after I wrote it right away. So the recording is pretty bare and emotional, but the sound quality isn't the best because the apartment I lived in. So yeah. So the thing about the song that I completely forgot to put the airplane mode on. I feel really stupid. But this has happened to me a couple of times over the past year where something pops up and it's just like I just what a doofus. So usually when I record these are late at night and I'm not getting phone calls from telemarketers, which is pretty awesome. So yeah. So So as I was saying, when I recorded this song with Sean and Taven a couple years ago, when we did this, he basically ran this through like this tape sound, more or less. So it sounded like an old cassette tape, because the apartment I lived in had a fan right above where my desk was. So it just has this horrible background noise to it. But so that's that. This is the next to last episode of TK365. Tomorrow's episode is going to be the title track of the album, Don't Give Up on Love. I have some guests that'll be on that song. And that's that. So one of the rare things I do is break the fourth wall of this whole thing. But the gentleman that is making a bunch of noise behind me, this is Chris Millette from the Erie Times News.
Greetings.
And he's been recording this and has a bunch of stuff going on in the background. You notice that my room is exceptionally clean for once. So it's not a dirty room. It's just a busy room. We'll put it that way. So,
but clutter is character.
I like this guy. So it's also a very rare video because I've had to edit it, which I rarely ever do. I've only done that like 2 or 3 times in the history of this entire thing. But I got a phone call in between. I forgot to put it on airplane mode, and some telemarketer called and interrupted the whole thing. So so that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting me. Thanks to the Erie Times News for having the photo session. So appreciate it, and we'll see you again next time.